Hey everybody, it's Ivy, and today we're going to be doing a 3-step 360 layering technique. It's really easy, you guys. I want it all over long layers, so I'm going to show you guys how to achieve that in this video today. It's just so bouncy and pretty. I love it. So the hair we're using today is from BeautyForever hair. This is their 13x6 lace frontal unit. And it does have HD lace on it, and it does come pre-plucked, as you guys can see right here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and flip this wig inside out. And this is how the lace looks and the inside of the wig looks. And the hair is nice and shiny too. I'm going to go in and bleach my knots because you don't want to miss that step. It's a really important step to making any unit just blend and look natural. I like to use my BW2 powder and also a 40 volume developer just to get that maximum lift. I like really nice light knots, okay? It's gonna give you the best look to your lace frontals, and mixed with this HD lace, it's just gonna be, y'all, it's just gonna be so melty. It's gonna look so good. So once it was done processing, I think I let it process for about 30 minutes. This is how the wig looked, and the hair actually dried kind of wavy. It was really nice. So now I'm just going to spray the front of my frontal. And even though this thing came pre-plucked, you guys, I have a very low hairline. So I like to go back in and re-pluck. Now, I learned this technique from Alonzo. I love Alonzo, you guys. If you're not following him, make sure you follow him on Instagram. But basically, you just wet your unit, you brush it back, and then you just start plucking really fast and move your hand all around. With this technique, you don't really have to like part it off and pluck it in like sections. You can just, literally do it like this, and you get a lot of hair out really fast. And it took me about, I want to say 20 or 30 minutes to re-pluck my frontal. And you just want to pluck until you get your desired thickness. Now right here, I am going to go ahead and separate the area that's supposed to be my baby hair. And then I'm going to pluck behind that. So I like doing this because this just helps me see how this is, going to lay on my actual head. So make sure you do part off that little section if you do want to wear baby hair. It's just going to help everything look a lot more natural and seamless. Now, this is another technique I learned. I think I learned this from, I want to say Arrogant Tay. You just want to wiggle your comb when you're separating the area that you want to be your baby hair. And this is also going to create a more natural hairline, and it won't look like so straight across. So you just take your comb and literally wiggle it through the edge of the hairline and then pull out the hair, and it's just going to give you that more natural look. It's just going to give you a more natural look. So this is what the hair looked like when I was done plucking it. And you guys, it looked so natural. Like, I already know this is going to be pretty. I can't wait to put on the wig. So now we're going to get into our cutting technique. The first step you want to do is brush all of your wig to the front. Brush it all to the front into a ponytail that's going to rest at the top of the head. So like when you're cutting, pretend this is already on your head, okay? And you're brushing your hair all to the front, and you want to do a nice snug ponytail right at the front of your head. Like you literally want it to be right in front. Make sure it's nice and centered, and you want to secure this with an elastic. So once you secure it with an elastic, you want to make sure you get all the knots and everything out, and make sure the hair is nice and smooth, because at this point we're going to start cutting. So what you want to do is take your fingers and measure off about 2 to 3 inches of hair. Now you can cut more hair if you want, but I did want long layers. I wanted nice long layers, and I'm just gonna go in with my shears and cut. Now you wanna cut this at an angle. You kind of want to point cut, that way you don't have any, super blunt lines in your hair. You want to cut it at an angle, and once you're done cutting, you want to go ahead and take that ponytail out, and now we want to brush all the hair down. So this is how the first step looks, okay? Make sure you brush it all out. And now we're going to go in and do that ponytail again. But this time we want to part off a section of hair around the area that you think would be where your ears will sit, okay? You want to part right there, okay, at the end of the frontal. That's where your ear will sit. Part that off, and you're going to let the section on the bottom hang. And the section on the top, you're going to brush this back into a ponytail right at the front of your head. You're basically going to repeat the same exact process, and you're going to tie that with an elastic, okay? So once you tie with an elastic, you want to go ahead and measure out about 2 inches this time, and you want to go ahead and cut the hair off. You want to go in and point cut just like we did the first time. You're going to basically be repeating the same process on the second layer of hair, okay? And once you're done cutting, you want to go ahead and take off your elastic, and then we're going to go ahead and brush the hair down. And at this point, you can really start to see the layer in the hair. And now we're going to part off the last section. And this section is going to be in the area where your eyebrows will be, okay? So pretend you're parting like right where your eyebrows are. This is going to be kind of like your face framing layers that's right in the front. So you part that off, and you want to pull that area right to the front and put that in a ponytail as well. And you want to go in and measure, and this time we're going to cut about 1 to 2 inches depending on how much layer you want in the front. You can do more or less, but it looked like I did about 2 inches, and then I let that down. And basically what I'm going to do now is just brush all the hair down and just look at the layers, you guys. It was really easy doing this method. I actually learned this method watching a girl's video. I will have it linked below. But now I'm just going to go in and put some curls in the hair. And I'm going to do the curls going away from the face. If you guys are interested in this curling iron, I will have it linked below. But you just want to do curls all over your unit, going away from the face. And I did it like this just so I can get that maximum volume effect, so everything can be nice and fluffy. So just go throughout the hair and curl your hair in small sections. And even while you're curling it, you're going to really be able to see the layers that you just cut. So this is how the hair looks when I was done cutting it. And you guys, again, I really love this method. It really gives you a nice clean, like a really clean layered cut. I'm surprised I just found out about this method, but I love it. I'm going to be using this all the time now. I'm never going to cut the old way again because it's just so complicated. So, yeah, you guys, this is it with the curling, and I just think the hair came out so beautiful. The texture of this hair is really nice, you guys. Like, it's really nice and shiny. It has a really healthy look to it. And I didn't color this unit. This is the natural 1B color of the hair. And I think it looks gorgeous, you guys. And those curls are so bouncy. And that cut is just beautiful with the perfect amount of layering. Okay, you guys, so now it's time for us to go ahead and install our unit. First, I'm going to go in and do my fake ball cap. And basically what the fake ball cap is on my hair, I did go ahead and gel it back, and now I'm just going to apply a pressed powder of my choice, and I'm just going to apply that right on top of my hair. So I do it like this, you guys, because I literally cannot wear the stocking caps. Like, it's too much on my head. And this, it hides my hair. It's easy to come off. It doesn't cause any damage. It's perfect for me, and I just love it. I love it. So I also have on my wig grip, and now I'm just going to put on my wig. And as you guys can see, this lace is amazing, you guys. It just melts right into my skin. It's so perfect. It matched me amazing, and the wig fit. You guys, this wig was a perfect fit. Like, it fit my head perfect. It wasn't too tight or too loose. It was just the perfect fit. And now I'm going to go in and cut out the lace on each side because I am going to glue this wig in sections. Honestly, over the last few years, I've been gluing my wigs differently just to see what works. And gluing in sections is the easiest. And now I'm using my lace grip. You guys know I love this wig glue from Kiss. And I'm just going to be applying a thin layer. I used 2 thin layers. And 2 thin layers give me like at least a 5 to 6 day hold. Like, this glue is absolutely amazing. It dries down so quick, and it's just the best glue ever. It lasts in heat, it lasts in water. It's just amazing. So I'm just smoothing out my second layer. And once this is dry, I'm gonna just lay down my lace. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my other side of my lace. Spraying a little glue. I'm gonna let that dry. I'm just gonna lay my lace down, and everything, you guys, it melts so good. It's just flawless. It fit over my ear. Everything was perfect with this lace wig. If you guys are interested in this wig, I will have it linked below, because it's really a good wig, you guys. And it's perfect for if you like wanna start with lace frontals and learn how to glue them down. This is like one of the easiest units I've worked with. It just fit great. The lace was great. I loved it so much. Now, once I'm done applying my lace, I am gonna part out the little areas that's gonna be my baby hairs. And I am gonna use a tweezer just to go back in and pluck any hair out that's unneeded. I like to do this step now as well, because it helps my frontals look more natural and just more customized to your actual head. So don't skip this step. I really think it's a step that's needed. Definitely go back in and refine your plucking once it's on your head. Now I'm going to take my scissors and cut the lace. You just want to move your scissors back and forth. You don't want to cut straight across. You want your lace to have, imperfect lines. This is going to help everything look a lot more natural. So yeah, you guys, don't cut straight across. Just move those scissors back and forth, and you should get a perfect looking lace. So now that I'm done cutting off the lace, I'm going to go back in and part off the sections for my baby hairs. Now I'm going to use my blow dryer, and I'm just going to do this to help control the direction of the baby hairs. The heat helps the baby hairs lay down a lot better. And I like to do this. I do this all the time, you guys. If you've been watching me for a long time, you know I've always did that little method. So now we're going to pin back our hair, and I'm going to put on an elastic band. And the elastic band is just going to help the lace like melt even further. I like to let this sit on while I do other things to the hair. Like right here, I'm going to go in and clean up my parting area. And while I do this, I like to leave the elastic on just so I can, knock out two things at once, okay? So you can use your blow dryer to, change your part or press out your wig and make everything look, nice and flat. Now I'm going to take some hairspray. I'm just going to spray this around the edges. And I'm going to use my hot comb just to press the hair down and kind of like control the direction of the hair. I love doing this method. It works really, really good. I love this hot comb. It is amazing, you guys. I will have it linked below, but it gets so hot, and it really helps to press out that wig and make everything look nice and flat. So I did go ahead and take off my elastic band, and now we're just gonna start forming our baby hairs. I am brushing the hair into place. And now I'm going to use my really tiny flat irons. I will have these linked below. And I'm just going to curl the baby hairs first before I go in and cut them. And I did learn this method from Arrogant Tay. You guys, this method is genius. It literally makes doing your baby hairs 1,000 times easier. You use way less product, and it just overall looks more natural. Take a genius, okay? Like, who would have thought to curl a baby hairs? You know what I'm saying? Like, it works so good, and it helps you get that perfect sideburn every time. I like to go in with an eyebrow razor and just cut the hair. And when I brush these into place, you guys, you're going to see just how easy they lay and melt. It is crazy. I'm going to use an edge brush and spray a little bit of Got2b on it. And you guys, when you start brushing and swooping after curling, everything just lays in this like organic way that's beautiful. Like, I love this method so much. The only downside to this method, I feel like you can do a little bit too much baby hair. So after you go ahead and shape your baby hair, you can go back in with a tweezer and refine it. I did do that. I plucked out a little bit of the hairs because it was looking a little thick, but I still like the curve of everything, of the curls and stuff. But I did go in and pluck out some hair because it was looking, y'all, them baby hairs was a little too thick, and you don't want that look. You want everything to look nice and thin and natural. So yeah, you guys, once I was done with the baby hair, this is the finished look. I'm just fixing the curls. So nice, so bouncy, you guys, and layered. I love this method, y'all. If you want nice long layers, definitely do this method. It works so freaking good, and the hair is just so nice and bouncy and shiny, you guys. I absolutely love it. If you're interested in anything I used from today's video, it will be linked below. This hair will also be linked below. You guys, it's an amazing wig. And keep in mind, you guys, this is an affordable unit. So this unit is gonna last you, I would say, about a month. This is not super expensive hair, so don't expect for it to last years on end. It's a really good, like, temporary style, but nonetheless, the wig is amazing, and the quality you can't beat for the price. So definitely check out BeautyForever Hair. They're one of my favorite affordable vendors. So thanks again for watching, you guys. Please don't forget to thumb me up, comment below, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.